Welcome to Punch Up. This is a review of the Motorola Razr 2024, the most affordable folding phone to come out this year. The biggest change in the Razr 2024 is its brand new 3.6-inch POLED display, which runs at 90 Hz. And the front is covered by Gorilla Glass Victus, so there is extra protection there. And all around, it's a really comfortable folding phone to have in your hand. There is a reduced hinge. It's 30% smaller than the previous one. And it feels like a really solid snap once you open it. It's much more confident when it opens and it's less creaky. And of course, it opens up to a beautiful 6.9-inch POLED display that runs at 120 Hz. What's great about the Razr series is that they want you to make full use of that cover screen, and so you can check your notifications, access any of your installed apps right from the cover screen. You can have these widgets like a phone dialer to make calls, a weather widget, a stock widget, and timer widget, all these different panels that you can add and customize through the settings screen. And it's really easy to navigate. You have a 3-button menu at the bottom for back, home, and menu to see which apps you have open. And you can just customize all the apps that you want on the cover screen. It's super easy to use, and it's definitely easier than the Galaxy Z Flip. Another great thing about the cover screen is that they let you use the screen to the max, and you don't have to have it limited right above the camera lenses. You can push to full screen mode, so you can get that extra real estate to check maps, browse the web, or any other apps that you want to use. Even using traditional web browsing, it's easy to use on the cover screen. It's really responsive, and when everything is at 90 Hz, everything is smooth and easy to navigate through. And it's just a comfortable feeling just to have everything in the palm of your hand and not having to open the phone. You can even use something like Netflix and watch movies all day on the front cover screen. It would save your battery, and if you don't need to open the phone, you don't have to. You can just watch right from the screen. And this is a YouTube video that we're watching from the cover display. Now, you can, of course, pause and play videos from the cover screen, or you can open it up and it will continue right where you left off. So that's another great feature, is the continuity between the cover screen and the inside screen, is that you can stop and play whatever you're doing, either from the inside or the outside, and it continues on either screen. Right out of the box on the Razr 2024 is access to Google's Gemini, so there are AI features on this phone, and you can access that right from the cover screen as well to summarize emails or ask it to do other tasks, and it all works seamlessly. Now, powering the Razr 2024 is a MediaTek 7300X, and that is combined with 8 gigs of RAM, and so we decided to test Genshin Impact on it, and it honestly wasn't too bad. It was stable at about 30 frames, and yeah, the processor overall, whether you are streaming or browsing or flipping between menus and panels, and in this case gaming, it performed like a champ. It didn't feel like a mid-range processor. It felt more like a flagship processor. Of course, you're not going to get the 60 FPS that you would normally get in a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 or Gen 3, but this was certainly more than capable. And of course, you can also play games from the cover screen, although it is a bit tougher because the controls are sort of crammed in there. But yeah, anything that you want to do on the cover screen, you can with this phone. The main camera of the Razr 2024 is a 50 megapixel wide camera and a 13 megapixel ultra wide, and the inner camera is a 32 megapixel front facing camera. So there are a lot of features here, including an ultra wide in the front facing camera, and on the exterior you can shoot video at up to 4K 30 FPS, and there is some night modes to it where it lets in more light when you are in a darker area. And of course, you can use postures like his kickstand posture, so you can have it stand up and take photos, videos without having to put it on a tripod. And you can use the exterior display to take selfies or take videos of yourself, so it's a really easy solution for vlogging. And you can do all these things because that's what you're afforded with a flip phone. There are also some AI features with photography, so you can edit and use a magic eraser to get rid of unwanted objects in the background, and it honestly works really well. And there are also stylistic AI things where you can change your photo into different variants of what you shot, from CG images to more illustrated image. Now, the 50 megapixel lens does take some decent photos. They were natural looking, they were sharp, and the 4K 30 video also looked decent. But it's not going to be your flagship camera. It only goes up to 4K 30 for a video, and the low light photography is just average. So if you're looking for a great camera, this isn't going to be it. It's just decent. However, the battery life is really good. It comes with a 4200 milliamp battery, so that actually is more than the Galaxy Z Flip 6, which is at 4000 milliamps, and we had no issues using this for several days without having to charge it. Overall, the Razer 2024 is a huge leap up from last year's model. The cover screen lets you do everything that you would do normally on the inside screen without having to unfold it. The build quality is great. The only downside would be maybe just mediocre camera footage and photos, but it's a great foldable for its price at $699. For more videos, hit subscribe, and for more news, head to news.punchjump.com.